going on, y'all? Welcome back. I'm your host, A. And we back. We back today with another video. Little bit different from what we normally do. This is like in the dating realm, talking about, the ins and outs and the politics of dating. Everything in that realm. So we reacting to the Daily Wrap-Up crew. Shout outs to Daily Wrap-Up crew. Does family really make women happier than a career? The truth revealed. I don't know. I got my own personal opinion on it. But we're going to watch the video and see what they say first. But I'm going to give y'all my thoughts throughout the video. Let's get into it.
Right. It says, family and children make women happy, not a career. True or false? Let me start with the ladies here. What do y'all think about that?
True.
Why do you think that?
I think that when a woman becomes a mother or has that family, she feels whole. From what I've heard, those that have prioritized their career, once they're like 40, they're like, damn, I wish I would have had a child. I wish I would have sought and found a husband. So I think it's important for some, that grounds them.
Okay.
So for me, I lost my child in 2018. I had a C-section, and it's crazy because if you had asked me prior, it would have been like career, but everything kind of changed when I had my very first ultrasound. Like everything kind of just stopped there. So
Condolences, by the way.
I think, though, thank you. I think careers are more fulfilling, not happiness, if that makes sense. It's more of like, it gives me purpose. Like my career gives me a purpose of doing something. But like my family, my siblings, my boyfriend, like that makes me happy. That's like what drives me. Does that make sense?
Okay, yeah, I get what you're saying. What about you?
I feel like true and false because I'm on the fence because I want a family one day, and me personally, I'm speaking for myself, not for nobody else. I want a family, but I'm also like very like career driven. So it's like true and false because that fulfills me to like I stay up late focusing on my business. That drives me. But then also, if I had a family, I would put 100% into that as well. So I can't.
Is it because you don't have the family?
It's because I don't have the family. If I had the family.
Quick pause before she continue. My thought on this, I feel women be more happy with family and having children. That's just my personal opinion. Y'all can have y'all own. This is just my opinion. I think they'd be happy because I just see it in women. They be like so happy and take so much joy in having their little babies and their kids and raising them. I just see it bring out. I seen women before they had kids and after they had kids. There's a completely like different person compared to like just having a career. Because you can have a career at any time or whatnot as a woman, and also as a woman. You can't always at any time just have a family. So it's a certain clock on it. It's a little time period. That's where men and women differ. But my whole thing is I don't understand why you can't have both as a woman. You could have your family and then still have your business on the side. You could do both. I don't know why we telling women like they can't have both of them. You could do both. I've seen women who have they have their good job or like nurses and whatnot and have children. Doctors have children and all that. So I don't understand why you have to have one or the other and you can't do both. You just have to balance it out. Maybe you can't chase both of them at the same time, but I feel that they could have them. Let's hear more what she was saying.
I still would do both. I don't see why men be in relationships and still put 100% into their careers and still love their family, right? Women can do the same thing. We know that both could do the same thing.
Oh, who wants to know when the first of the month is? Like, truthfully.
Yeah, but I don't get that. What you mean?
Like, I like not knowing when the first of the month is, meaning I like that my man takes care of the bills.
What does that have to do with family or
because I feel like I get a career to compete with others and put myself in a better position.
Well, it depends on what your career is. Like, if your career is something that's your passion, like if you love what you do, then you're not thinking about, I love what I do. I was not thinking like I'm gonna be a hairstylist like when I'm a young girl. I was just doing hair.
And before she even answer that again, I don't 100% even disagree with her. Because if you could do it, I don't think your wifey really should have to worry about the bills. If you got it, yeah, just take care of it. whatnot, and she taking care of home. Not like you just got it and she just doing nothing, just laying up and whatnot and never doing nothing. No, you gotta have something there for me too. Like, yeah, she take care of the home and the children. So yeah, I'll make sure she don't have to work. Work is kind of optional for her. I don't know. I just feel that in myself. Like, if I got it like that, I'm gonna take that stress off of her. Cause if you can afford it, do it. But in this economy right now, and as regular people, because a lot of people think they like superstars. They not regular. A lot of people are regular and average people. Hey, I'm a regular person. I don't make no millions of dollars, none of that. So I consider myself a regular person. So you might need two incomes to help out. One hand wash the other, both wash the face. We gonna come together and make something great. That's how I look at it.
Hell no. Hell no. Not now, but I have friends that I willingly do my friends here for free because those my bitches. And I be wanting to experiment, you know what I mean? But if it's a stranger, hell no, I'm not doing that. But it's my passion. I will wake up and be like, I want to try something, Andy. Like, let's do this hairstyle. That's how I know it's my passion, and I will do it any day. Like, I'm never going to stop.
I respect it.
You know, but so I feel true and false. If I had a family, I would put 100%, but I would still, I love what I do. Like,
Right. So I think, to me, this question is important because on this show, a lot of times we have women who are so career driven, and obviously they don't want the marriage, they don't want the family dynamic for the most part. Is my career comes first. I want to be able to be strong and independent and not be able to need a man. And then, like you said, when they do get older, that's when they start to value, the family aspect more. But at that point, it might be a little too late because you know what I mean. Now you're trying to pursue something that is going to be really hard for you at that age. Like, you know what I mean. So, Stone, what are your thoughts on this?
Yeah, I think so. The idea of like being happy is something that people kind of get confused about today because we're all trying to be like happy all the time. Happiness is just a fleeting emotion.
I was just gonna say that happiness gotta come from within. You can't look for somebody outside to make you happy 24/7. Like, that's just delusional. You living in fairy tale land. If I'm happy within myself, somebody else that makes me happy is just a plus. So I'm not looking for somebody for happiness. Of course, you're gonna want somebody to be with that makes you happy. That's like a prerequisite. But to be like, I don't know, the way how they making it sound like happiness all the time. Nobody's happy all the time. Life isn't good all the time. Sometimes there's bad times in your life, just like there's bad times during the day. It's just about balance. As long as it's more good than bad, what's the problem? You gotta start from in here.
Happiness isn't fulfillment. Fulfillment and happiness are two very, very different things. I think when a woman becomes a mother, she becomes fulfilled in her life. And she ain't happy all the time.
Right.
The baby's crying, changing diapers, baby got sick, she's panicking, rushing to the hospital. She ain't happy all the time. Same with running a business, by the way.
Yeah.
You're stressed out, you got employees to pay, things are screwing up, like putting out fires all the place, but you're fulfilled in it. I think that's a better measurement, right? Rather than just like, does this thing make me happy? I get a TikTok blob, I'm happy for like 30 seconds. Cool. Now what? Like there's no long-term kind of future there, but having a kid, being a mother, I think for most women, that is very much where they get their greatest fulfillment in life.
Right. Do you because we spoke about this before about, how the only people that benefits from being single and not having that family dynamic is ultimately the government, because obviously the more people that's in the workforce, the more people they get taxed, you know what I mean? Like, so do you feel like there's more of a narrative in today's society to push people to be single and not pursue that career? I mean, that family aspect?
Yeah, I think there's a push to keep women in the workforce.
Okay.
Yeah, I think there's definitely a lot of incentives that break up the family unit.
Like incentives, like what you mean?
Like as one example, like alimony.
Right. Yeah.
Divorces going mostly in favor of women.
Section 8.
Yeah, right. All this kind of stuff. Think about you can literally plot this stuff on a graph. Like prior to that happening, divorce rates were minuscule in America. Yeah. And then all this, the welfare state kicks in, bam, divorces skyrocket.
Right.
I don't know if you know this, but the black community in America had a lower divorce rate than the white community did prior to the welfare state.
It was also the most married in the country.
Bingo, yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Then the welfare state kicks in, And that completely flips on its head.
Right, yeah.
It's backwards now. It's like, but that's because incentives.
Right.
Incentives matter, man. Humans respond to incentives.
Yes.
Like, humans aren't these, like, we're not perfect machines, you know, like, oh, everyone will do everything morally right and what's best for everyone else. We won't. We'll do what we're incentivized to do, really.
That's a fact.
I want to interject because that's just like low income housing, right? Like if you apply and it's a man and a woman and they can have a kid together, but if they're not married, you're less likely to get the apartment. But if you're a single woman and you have a kid, you're gonna get the apartment.
Right,
definitely.
But if you got your man in your life, they like, you know,
Right.
you don't need it. Low income what?
See?
Alright, so that's the end of that video. My thoughts on this, and this is just my opinion. I feel women get more fulfillment of having a family over a career. One, because you just see like the joy in like women face when they have their kids and they got their family and they like they raise this family, you know, these babies into adults. They just, I don't know, they take more pride in that. They have more joy and do that. They're always more happy doing that than going to work. Going to work, somebody telling you what you got to do, stressing you out, deadlines to meet, got to deal with other people's attitudes. I just feel women be more happy in the household. It's just innate nature, like to raise children than to be working and getting up every day to go clock in and out. Career is cool, but if, in my opinion, they had to choose, I think more women would choose to have a family than a career. It's more fruitful. When you grow old, the career not gonna look at you and like, oh man, this lady, you know, she raised me and whatnot. Career can't do anything, but your kids now, they're gonna be there for you. You're gonna see your kids have kids, whatnot, branch off and their cousins and everything. It's just, I don't know. Family is everything, so I'm always think family is the better choice. That's my opinion. But let's see what the comments is saying. Alright, let's see. The first one, the stylist is not talking about a career or a job. She is talking about a passion that she makes money with. That's absolutely fulfilling. A career is basically a job done for a long time. Those don't make anyone happy regardless of gender. But these ladies seem to have their head on straight. I agree with that. I agree both are equally important and make me happy. That's what's up. Some women feel they would have the family automatically and take it for granted, so they feel the career is important more, especially if they don't have a family yet. I could see that too. I agree that happy is fleeting. I don't care about happy, and happiness leads to divorce or the pursuit of it. This person wrote this terribly. I don't understand what they're trying to say. I believe if modern day women take a survey, most will pick careers over family. Look at most women's actions. I'd have to agree with that one with the talks today, but that's my thoughts on it. Comment sections look like they're kind of in agreement. Aside from that person, I don't know what they're trying to say, but overall they look like they're in agreement from what I read. But you know, like I said, leave a comment down below. Let me know what y'all think. And until the next one, I'm out.
I got all my dogs with me and we moving, we been plotting on the movement, swear to God we gon' get it right. Couple bad bros winning, ain't no choosing, ain't no picking, but they know I love them, dog, I just like them like. When I let you know the deal, shorty, let me know it's real, I'ma need that little freak to come out tonight. Do you know how it feel to be out up in the field, on the blocks with the real, they was out of sight.